With over 7 million views in just a few days, the comment section of this short video has become embroiled in a heated debate. Was I shooting inactive players in a safe zone, deliberately aiming at this player's left ear to inflict maximum pain? And with many people calling for me to be banned from the entire US airsoft scene as a result of it, let's take a look at what really happened this day. You join me at an American milsim being played on a 1 mile square playing area, taking place over 2 days and with over 1,000 players in attendance. It's the afternoon of the second day. Myself and a small squad are making our way towards a compound in the farthest corner of the AO, having pushed our way through weak opposition. We're crossing an open field and are surprised that no enemy players are defending the compound, which is located only a few hundred yards from the enemy team's FOB, or forward operating base, which is the blue tent here. The rules of engagement for FOBs is that we're not to engage them. Although this event is marketed as a milsim, I would call it a milsim light, and in the UK these kind of games are often referred to as battle sims, as they do not play throughout the night and there are areas that are pseudo-safe from fire, which is the case here at the blue tent. However, to be clear, the area we are pushing and all the buildings you can see have had combat in them throughout the weekend. This is very much a live playing area. Only this area here is their safe FOB, and it's clearly marked on my tactical GPS system that I'm using during this event. I'm surprised that this compound is undefended. We sweep it and take up defensive positions in anticipation of an enemy counterattack that is surely going to come once they realise we've secured the area. Here, you can clearly see players on the tan and green teams who have been engaged in combat in the area and are down with dead rags on and stationary during their bleed out time, which is a 5-minute period during which they cannot move. It's a live fire zone, this is not a safe zone. Looking around, I'm still surprised by the lack of awareness from the enemy team. Where are they? Why are they not pushing us back out? And here is a player who has walked from his respawn tent that you can see hundreds of yards away in the background. I can only presume he does not realise we're in the area, but he has no dead rag on, and to be clear, no dead rag means the player is active. I'm not sure what's going on here, but he's talking to a dead player who is on the way to the respawn tent hundreds of yards away in the background. Again, to be clear, this is not their FOB or respawn. It is an area of field that is in play. Their FOB is the blue tent you can see hundreds of yards away in the background. They do not need to be walking across this open field. They're free to move through the woods here, or they could go through the compound here. And here are some more enemy players heading across the open field from their respawn point, which is hundreds of yards away. At this point, I decide to give them a couple of taps to wake them up and try to persuade them to have one last firefight before the event is over.
These guys are getting a bit pissy down here at us.
Well, they should push up on the tree line. If they pushed up on the tree line on their right hand side, near where that helicopter is near the trees, they'd have the wind advantage and they'd be laying fire into us.
I agree 100%, but I just know how they are and they're just gonna bitch and complain and get all pissy.
Why don't I go over there with a white flag up and offer to join their team, and then I'll attack you? Over.
Okay.
I was about to head over to them to help them out, but it looks like they've woken up and they're going to try to push us. Perfect, because I want to record some good gameplay for the channel, and a fight around these buildings will look a lot better than shooting those dudes standing in the middle of a field.
Alphonse, other side of the building, on the corner!
So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to remove the scope overlay, stabilisation and hit markers and let the scope camera play in real time. The reason I'm doing this is because I'm interested to see what the people who have been calling for me to be banned from US airsoft events as a result of the video I posted will say about this. Now again, to be clear, when players are hit, they must call hit and put on a dead rag.
4 down on the back corner, over.
There is a 5-minute bleed out, and to be medicked, a large bandage must be tied to the person. They're not allowed to wander off once hit, they can only be dragged a short distance. Now, I'm not going to say what these players are doing warrants the kind of venom that has been directed towards me in the comment section on the video. This is late in the second day of a very hot and humid event. Honestly, I'm just happy to be having a good firefight, but I will be very interested to see what all those calling for me to be banned or for violence to be committed against me in the parking lot after the game say about what they're about to see here. Hopefully this clears up any confusion at what was a really cool event, and I enjoyed almost every minute of it. Unfortunately, in this day and age, people do seem more interested in what makes them feel good than understanding what the truth is.
Whoa! Going home, mate. I've run out of ammo. I'm going home. You too, mate. Nice one. Yes, mate.
Good, boss.
Yes, mate. How you doing?
Fucking phenomenal. Game! There's a dude over here that's gonna, he's like your hero.
Where is he?
He's back there. I got him for you.
Oh yes, dude.
Nice one.
I just called myself out.
What's your name?
Gabriel.
Gabriel James, mate.
I've been
Pleased to meet
watching
you.
you for like 8
Oh,
years,
man.
man.
Thanks. I appreciate
Dude,
that.
I love the content.
Thanks, mate. I appreciate that. Do you want a picky?
Yeah.
Guys, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Thank you. Oh, dude.
Nice
How's
one,
your
man.
game been?
It's been good. Yeah, it's been good. Yeah.